So this video will explain how you should introduce a dog crate to your new puppy, so you start on the right foot with crate training. Hey, my name is Robin and I'm the owner of the website puppybee.com, and I've written 4 puppy training books. I've written these 4 puppy training books. So all 4 books have different topics. So one is about potty training, the other one is about crate training, one is about puppy biting, and the last one is on puppy separation anxiety and how you can prevent that from happening. So I've written these 4 books in cooperation with over 30 well-known dog trainers, and you can find my books on Amazon as an ebook and as a paperback. So again, I'll share 8 tips with you to properly introduce a dog crate to your new puppy. And if you follow these tips, your new puppy will get used to the dog crate in no time, hopefully. So tip number 1, a good preparation. Before returning home with your new puppy, make sure you made the proper preparations. For starters, make sure that the dog crate is already in the right spot. Also, place a nice, comfortable pillow or blanket inside the crate, possibly alongside a nice toy to play with. So tip number 2, don't force it. As soon as you arrive home with your new puppy for the first time, you allow it to familiarize itself with the objects and the furniture in your living room. You are not forcing anything. So do not focus on the dog crate. Just let the puppy take its time to explore its new home ground. So tip number 3. Let your puppy eat and drink inside the dog crate. So once it's time to feed your puppy, just take the food bowl and walk over to the dog crate. Your puppy is likely to notice you preparing its food, so it will cheerfully walk after you as you go. If you notice that your puppy is hesitant toward the dog crate, you could decide to place the food bowl in the opening to the dog crate. This allows your puppy to enjoy its dinner without having to enter the dog crate completely. So over the course of its next meals, gradually place the food bowl further inside the dog crate until you have the puppy eating its dinner wholly inside the dog crate. Feeding your puppy inside its dog crate will let it associate the dog crate with a positive experience, and this is exactly what we want to happen. So if you notice that your puppy is wolfing down its meals, gobbling it down way too fast, you could opt for scattering the dog food around the floor of the dog crate. So this will force your puppy to make a bit of an effort as it searches for the food. At the same time, you'll be turning feeding into a fun game inside the dog crate too. So tip number 4, leave the dog crate open during the day. So in the initial period, it is important for your puppy to feel at ease whenever it is inside the dog crate. So having the door locked is far less important. The puppy needs to regard the dog crate as a safe and pleasant place to be. You can worry about shutting the dog crate after the dog crate has become just such a place for your puppy. It could be days before you close the door during the day. Closing the door at night is advisable though. So tip number 5, provide pleasant surprises. So every now and then, secretly place a few treats inside the dog crate. Whenever your puppy happens to pass by the dog crate, it will be pleasantly surprised to see or smell something yummy in there. If you regularly arrange pleasant surprises such as these, you will notice your puppy walking over to the dog crate more often, which is of course exactly what we want to happen. And the same advice applies here. Don't close the door to the dog crate during the first few days. The first step is making the puppy feel at ease inside the dog crate. Closing the door to the dog crate right away will not help achieve this. So tip number 6, enjoying the best treats inside the dog crate. Whenever you buy a puppy a nice treat such as a bone or a special puppy snack, you should calmly direct the puppy to its dog crate and then hand it the bone or whatever tasty bite you have waiting for it. And speaking of nice treats, make sure to check out my partner BarkBox. BarkBox toys and treats are great for dogs of all sizes and ages. Perfect for growing puppies. It'll also help you with puppy biting. There's a link to one of the newest products on BarkBox website in the description below. So tip number 7, sleep. So on average, puppies sleep for 18 hours a day, and this will be considerably less at first because your puppy will need to get used to you and to its new surroundings. In the days that follow, you will notice that your puppy needs to lie down more often and have a good little nap. And you should consider yourself lucky if it takes these naps inside the dog crate, because 9 times out of 10 this will not be the case. So when you notice that your puppy has fallen asleep, feel free to just pick it up and place it on a comfortable pillow you have waiting inside the dog crate. If you're physically unable to lift the puppy up somehow, feel free to direct it to the dog crate by luring it with a tasty snack. Sit beside it for a few minutes and wait for it to go back to sleep. Then calmly walk away from the dog crate and return to whatever you were doing. So here too, don't close the dog crate door at first. So tip number 8, don't focus on the dog crate too much. So on the first day, everything is completely new for your puppy. The car ride, a new environment, new scents, and so on. Of course, it is advisable to apply all the tips mentioned earlier, such as feeding the puppy inside the dog crate and arranging pleasant surprises. Do note, however, that you should not focus on the dog crate too much on the first day. Don't push your puppy to inspect the dog crate every 30 minutes. Try to restrict these moments to feeding times and 1 to 3 pleasant surprises. As the days go by, you can gradually expand this. Well, there you have it. 8 tips on how to properly introduce the dog crate to your new puppy so crate training will be much easier. Before you go, you can download these same tips as a PDF version as well. Feel free to do that by downloading the PDF. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Also, make sure to check out my other videos, since I've covered a wide range of topics here on YouTube related to puppy training. I'll leave links to all these videos in the description below as well. Also, feel free to check out these 4 puppy training books on Amazon for a complete step-by-step program. And lastly, make sure to check out my partner Healthy Paws Pet Insurance so you can save up to 90% on your vet bills. I'll leave a link to both Healthy Paws Pet Insurance and BarkBox, as I mentioned earlier, in the description below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if this video provided any value to you. Also, please leave a comment below this video if you have any questions. See you next time. Bye bye.